Thanks for joining us this evening on TKO 8 Local News. 63-year-old Stephen Eldridge of Melbourne, Arkansas has been arrested and charged for crimes involving children. According to the Arkansas Attorney General Leslie Rutledge, Eldridge was arrested by the Cyber Crimes Unit on 4 felony counts of distributing, possessing, or viewing of matter depicting sexually explicit conduct involving a child. He was released from the Izard County Detention Center facility after posting a $2,000 bond. Special agents in the Attorney General's office had previously seized multiple computers and external hard drives from Etheridge's residence. The file will be turned over to the 16th Judicial District's prosecuting attorney, Holly Meyer, when completed. An investigation into arson at the Compton Post Office is moving forward after a visit from the arson dog. The building, which was a modular mobile unit, was destroyed by fire between 3 and 4 a.m. on May the 24th. Due to the time of the blaze, it was considered suspicious by authorities. Additionally, because the fire happened on Memorial Day weekend, investigators were unable to secure an arson-sniffing dog for the probe. Even after the holiday, there was a delay because the dog was being used to help with a large fire in eastern Arkansas. During the investigation, the U.S. Postal Service will forward Compton's mail to the Harrison Post Office on Industrial Park Road. And the 2-day trial between North Arkansas Regional Medical Center and the Boone County Assessor's Office officially got underway today. The measure is an appeal to a previous ruling where the court sided with Assessor Karen Hardesty, who stated that the Millennial Building owned by the hospital did not meet the criteria of a nonprofit charity. Governor Asa Hutchinson appointed Lonoke County Judge Doug Olson to oversee the appeal. TKO 8 News will follow this story and bring you more information as it becomes available. Brianna Middle has pled guilty to stealing 2 vehicles and was given 4 years in prison in order to pay $5,800 in restitution. On April the 24th of 2017, an officer from the Gasfield Police Department was notified by a car dealership that Middle had taken a 2005 automobile for a test drive and had not returned the car. The next day, Gasville officers were called to a vehicle fire on Mill Creek Road in Marion County. The vehicle involved was the match for the one stolen from the Gasville dealership. Middle confessed to taking the car. Middle was also charged with taking a woman's car from the parking lot of a local store in the early morning hours of April 27th of 2017 when the woman was inside the store delivering newspapers. Middle was interviewed and admitted she had taken the car and she had used the victim's debit card found in the car at a grocery store and a gas station. Middle told officers she'd taken the second car because she was cold and tired and needed to get home. Maintenance work by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers at both the Bull Shows and Norfolk dams will require lane closures on June the 5th. Arkansas Department of Transportation officials say the weather permitting, both lanes of the State Highway 178 across Bull Shoals Dam will be closed from noon until 5 p.m. At North Fork Dam, the southbound lane will be closed from 7 a.m. until 2 p.m. The closures are necessary to allow removal of equipment used to refurbish the tainted gates. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at some headline news from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
Stop in at White Oak Station on Capps Road in Harrison and fill up with Shell gasoline, the highest quality gasoline with more miles per gallon, saving you money. Sign up for the Fuel Rewards card and save 5 cents per gallon every time. Plus, get an extra 5 cents off on Razorback Wednesdays. That's a savings of 10 cents per gallon. Check out their expanded deli and hot and cold food items. Caps Road, White Oak Station, where customer service is their #1 goal.
On any given day here at Main Street Service Center, we might be working on a Ford like's on the 4-post lift over my shoulder, or an Infiniti that's back on the back bay, or a Toyota, or a BMW, or right here a Hyundai. You just never know what's going to come into the shop and what their needs might be, but you can rest assured that at Main Street Service Center, whatever you're driving, we can take care of it for you, whether it's oil and filter changes all the way up to engine and transmission replacements. And get this, we've been in business for 29 years and there's still things that we can't do, and we're not too proud to say it. So if you bring us something and it's over our head or out of our capabilities of expertise or tools, we're not too proud to say it, because we want your vehicle fixed correctly, right, and the first time.
Whether you ride mud, rocks, dunes, or trails, Polaris has a razor to match your passion. Unequaled power, unrivaled suspension, unmatched agility, and unbeatable comfort. Everything you need to chase memories and catch them. Find your razor at Polaris.com.
Join Sammy Klein Thursdays and Fridays during the TKO 8 local newscast for this week's closing livestock market report. Made possible by Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte. Quality Feed Grains has you covered. Everything for cattle, pets, deer, equine, poultry, seed and spray, show feed, and garden. Check their website, qualityfeedgrains.com, now for this month's special. Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte, proud sponsors of the Livestock Report with Sammy Klein on Harrison's broadcast station, TKO Channel 8.
Plants, plants, and more plants. That's what you'll find at Camps Plants in Harrison. Perennials, annuals, ferns, hanging baskets, shrubs, roses, decorative trees, and the largest selection of garden vegetables in the area. With different varieties arriving weekly, you're sure to find the perfect plant, shrub, or tree at the best price in the area. Camps Plants in business for over 33 years in Harrison.
A Sebastian County judge says a Fort Smith woman who pled guilty to drug charges and permitting the abuse of a minor should serve 10 years in the Department of Correction. Sierra Ann Johnson pled guilty recently and agreed to testify against her former live-in boyfriend, who is charged with first-degree murder. Prosecutors say the 20-year-old left her 18-month-old daughter with Tyree Lamont Williams, knowing that he had abused the girl in the past and sold marijuana. The child died in late January. A police affidavit says Williams admitted striking the child in the abdomen a couple of times. After serving her prison term, Johnson will be on probation for 10 years. Williams faces life in prison without the possibility of parole. The new head of the University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences says it's on pace to have a balanced budget after previously contending with projections of a $72 million budget deficit. Dr. Kane Patterson, who became the new chancellor for UAMS on Friday, says his staff has submitted a balanced $1.6 billion budget for the fiscal year of 2019. UAMS has laid off 258 workers since January and plans to eliminate 730 total jobs. The cutbacks reduced the deficit closer to an initial projection of $39 million. Public teaching hospitals across the country are now facing financial challenges and shifting healthcare policies, uncertain reimbursement rates, and public funding shortfalls. A half-century-old swimming pool that anchors a Northwest Arkansas state park is being closed all summer because of safety concerns. Arkansas State Park officials say they fear the supporting walls at the pool at the Withrow Springs State Park could fail, so they're keeping visitors to the park away from that pool area. The park's agency says what happens next isn't certain, but says repairs would be costly and very time-consuming. An engineering study last year recommended replacing part of the pool deck and walls to a mechanical room area. The pool was built back in 1967 and renovated 20 years ago. It's one of 7 Arkansas state parks with a swimming pool. Arkansas State troopers are cracking down on abandoned disabled vehicles that are littering the highways. Authorities say vehicles left on the white fog line or within 3 feet of the line at the edge of the highway now will be towed immediately because they're a safety danger for others. Normally, motorists get 24 hours before they have to move their disabled vehicles. But the law also makes it illegal for broken down cars and trucks to be that close to the driving lanes. For those legally left on the side of the road, Trooper Gabrielle Monroe says troopers will put a green sticker on abandoned vehicles and mark the time so other troopers can determine once the 24 hours has passed. A typical tow to an impounded lot costs motorists between $90 and $150. A woman who works as an assistant to a federal appellate judge in Little Rock picked up $1,000 during an appearance on a syndicated game show that aired on television recently. Gertrude Simmons says she auditioned for the Wheel of Fortune on March of last year. The 57-year-old cotton plant native said taking part was not as easy as it looked. Simmons said that the wheel was surprisingly heavy, and she landed on a bankruptcy space twice. The show held auditions in Little Rock in March and taped Simmons' episode in California in April. She said her husband had encouraged her to take part because they watched the show on a daily basis. Before we take a look at this warm-up in the weather forecast as we move on through the work week, here's the way the stock market ended today. We had a beautiful day yesterday, low humidity, temperatures in the low 80s, and likewise today, another picture-perfect day here in the Ozarks. But get ready. The heat is coming back, and it's coming back quickly and looks like it's going to stay for a while, and that humidity will come right along with it. Again, it was a beautiful day, 83 degrees under sunny skies, fairly low humidity. If you had things to do outside, you couldn't pick a better day to do it. Probably should do it tomorrow as well if you didn't finish up today. It's going to be another nice day tomorrow under partly cloudy skies around 85 degrees with fairly low humidity. But on Wednesday we start the warm up, 90 degrees under mostly sunny skies. On Thursday partly cloudy skies, 91 degrees. On Friday we warm up to 92 degrees under partly cloudy skies. And then heading into the weekend on Saturday partly cloudy skies and 88 degrees, no rain in the forecast during that period of time. Stay with us, be back in a moment. We'll take a look at sports from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
Stop in at White Oak Station on Capps Road in Harrison and fill up with Shell gasoline, the highest quality gasoline with more miles per gallon, saving you money. Sign up for the Fuel Rewards card and save 5 cents per gallon every time. Plus, get an extra 5 cents off on Razorback Wednesdays. That's a savings of 10 cents per gallon. Check out their expanded deli and hot and cold food items. Capps Road, White Oak Station, where customer service is their #1 goal.
Plants, plants, and more plants. That's what you'll find at Camp's Plants in Harrison. Perennials, annuals, ferns, hanging baskets, shrubs, roses, decorative trees, and the largest selection of garden vegetables in the area. With different varieties arriving weekly, you're sure to find the perfect plant, shrub, or tree at the best price in the area. Camps Plants and Business for over 33 years in Harrison.
Inland Waste Solutions works diligently to be good stewards of the environment. Reducing waste via curbside recycling services, Inland Waste Solutions takes this mission seriously, but they need your help. When putting your waste and recyclables in their respective curbside containers, be sure that cross-contamination doesn't occur. Please only place recyclable materials in the yellow top bins. Check your recycling do's and don'ts list before you throw any item into the yellow top recycle bin. Together we can make a difference. Inland Waste Solutions, local people serving local people in Harrison.
On any given day here at Main Street Service Center, we might be working on a Ford like on the 4-post lift over my shoulder, or an Infiniti that's back on the back bay, or a Toyota, or a BMW, or right here a Hyundai. You just never know what's going to come into the shop and what their needs might be, but you can rest assured that at Main Street Service Center, whatever you're driving, we can take care of it for you, whether it's oil and filter changes all the way up to engine and transmission replacements. And get this, we've been in business for 29 years and there's still things that we can't do, and we're not too proud to say it. So if you bring us something and it's over our head or out of our capabilities of expertise or tools, we're not too proud to say it, because we want your vehicle fixed correctly, right, and the first time.
At-home locker room American Legion baseball team continued to roll on Sunday afternoon at home by outscoring Harrison 25-0 in a doubleheader. The locker room won the first game 15-0 and took the second game at 10-0. The teams also played Friday night at Harrison in the 4 games. Mountain Home outscored Harrison 46-2. The locker room is now 5-0 on the season and will travel to Paragould on Tuesday night. Grant Koch drove in the go-ahead run in the 4th inning as Jake Rendell pitched 7 innings of strong relief, and Arkansas defeated Dallas Baptist 4-3 to win the NCAA tournament Fayetteville Regional on Sunday night. The Razorbacks will return to the Super Regional for the first time since back in 2015. They will be matched against the winner of the Greenville, North Carolina Regional Tournament. Alex Hersey pitched a 3-hitter to help Tennessee Tech beat Missouri 2-1 in the elimination game of the Oxford Regional Tournament for the NCAA's best 50th victory. Brennan Kalkowicz and along with Chase Chambers each had RBI singles for Tennessee Tech, which had to play Missouri State about an hour after a 9-8 loss to the host Ole Miss. Juan Kuzman scored his first Major League Soccer goal to help Sporting Kansas City beat Minnesota United 4-1. Kuzman, a 19-year-old homegrown player in his second career game, one-timed a cross by Guzar Zost, who defeated off a defender in the net to give Sporting a 2-1 lead in the 35th minute of competition. Moving on to baseball, Michael Wacha lost a no-hit bid in the 9th inning when pinch hitter Colin Moran led off with a single, leading to a huge ovation and pitching the St. Louis Cardinals past the Pittsburgh Pirates 5-0. This was the second time Wacha had a no-hit try broken up in the 9th inning. As a rookie in 2013, he was one out away from a no-hitter when Washington's Ryan Zimmerman got an infield single. And that wraps up our broadcast here for this evening. Thanks for joining us. Join us Monday through Friday at 6:30 and again at 10 p.m. as we continue to bring you local news, weather, sports, and local announcements from around the area on Harrison's broadcast station, TKO Channel 8. Now stay tuned for more local events around the viewing area.